Shalom Akiyam. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and we learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, who have been ordained to sing this new song in these latter days, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, which may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom Akiyam, in the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. You know, we are here to once again, okay, profess to the world, okay, that we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right? The heathen in the form of Esau eating the so-called white man, all right, and the rest of you heathen are going into captivity upon the return of our Lord Yahawashi. And 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that refuse to repent, you're also going to be joined in judgment, okay, with the wicked upon the return of our Lord Yahawashi. Right. And, you know, ultimately, if you can't see what's going on right now in the world, you're either living under a rock, right, or you're literally blind. Right, you literally don't have eyes to see. Right, right. You see, and as we know, there was a Britain and U.S. Bombed Yemen a couple of days ago for 24 hours. All right, and Biden is under fire right now because he didn't pass this through legislation before, through Congress before he initiated this. Okay, now for those of you that don't know, all right, Yemen, all right, is actually allied with two major power structures, man, in the form of Russia, which they've been in league with for over a century, okay, and they support, okay, the Arabs, all right, and then you have China, okay, which has been in a bilateral agreement with them since the treaty that they signed back in 1958, okay, which covers technical, economical, and other form of structural projects that they established within over there in Yemen. Let me. So,
I just want to clear something.
I just want to.
No, just before you keep going, because Yemen is connected to Iran, right? Which is backed up by Russia and
right.
This is got Iran out there.
Oh no, Iran's part of it.
Yeah.
So, Iran's part of it.
Iran is the one
I'm hit.
backing up Yemen.
Right. But Yemen is joined unto Russia and China via peace treaty. Right. You see what I'm saying? And again,
and most
Iran,
importantly, the location, the Red Sea.
Right. And we can't forget about Iran because Iran, those are the Persians. Right. You see? So we can't forget about that. And they fit in biblical prophecy as one that's actually going to be part of the power structures that are actually going to come upon this place as well. You see what I mean? As a matter of fact, what's that? Ezekiel 38?
And also
we can start there. Somebody can grab Ezekiel 38.
There's also in Second Ezra.
Right. There's one in Second Ezra. What's that? 16? Right. Like 20 or something like that? Yeah, there's one in there as well. And if we can start with that Ezekiel 38, Papa can show you have it?
Yep.
If you don't have it, I'll grab it.
I got it if you will.
Oh, you have it?
Yep. Ezekiel chapter 38. You want me to start up?
Yeah, you gotta start from verse 1, brother.
Come. In verse 1. And the word of Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Right, Gog and Magog being Russia. You see, the Lord said, set thy face against them. Because ultimately, Russia's only being used as a weapon of the Lord, right, in efforts to fulfill biblical prophecy. Okay, yeah, Russia's being used to move Babylon out the way, but Russia's not going to go unscathed. Okay, they're still going to get touched as well. You got it, brother.
And prophesy against him.
Right, prophesy against him. You got it, brother.
And thus saith Yahweh power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
See that? There you have it. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, ultimately he's against Russia, man. Because what you're going to find out is those Russians, those are Edomites as well. Those are Edomites as well. Those are Edomites. But what did the Lord say? The Lord said what? He would say Egyptian. What's that? Get Isaiah. Let me get it. I'll get it real quick. Isaiah 19. This is the works of the Lord. What he's doing right now is saying Egyptian against Egyptian, man.
Right.
And what you're going to find out is that Esau, the so-called white man, is the modern day Egyptian. Real quick, the book of Isaiah chapter 19, and I'm going to start from verse 1, and it reads, the burden of Egypt, behold, and this is talking about America, for those of you out there that have no spiritual understanding, or those of you that are newly coming into the faith and may not know or understand yet. All right, this Egypt spoken of in Isaiah 19 is talking about Mystery Babylon the Great, aka America, because it tells you in Revelation 11 that Mystery Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And when you take a glance into this country's works, okay, what you're going to find out is that this place is a reincarnated version of Egypt.
Right.
Right over there, you got what, Las Vegas, Nevada?
Right.
Right.
With the
Vegas.
Yeah.
Right. Vegas. They got pyramids all up in Vegas, man.
Right.
All right, come on, man. Look at
the back of the dollar.
So come on, man. It's right there. It's in your face, and you can see it through the spirit. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And that cloud is the chariot, man. All right, that fathership, man. You hear, what's that? It's in Revelation, the Lord's going to come on that white horse.
That's right.
Right, that's the chariot. That's the fathership that Yahawashi is coming on, man. And upon his return, upon him busting into this third dimension, all right, all the idols of these heathen, okay, are going to be moved out the way. The type of destruction that Yahawashi is going to bring to this planet Earth is going to reshape the landmass. What the scripture say? The Lord creates a new heaven, right, and a new earth. Hey, that's literally requires a new earth. Because when he comes through, he's going to move the land out the way, the type of destruction that's going to take place, man. Islands are going to be moved out of place.
Right.
You know?
Right.
New bodies of water. New bodies of water are going to be formed upon the return of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. You see? Let me get the point. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, right? City against city, which is the civil unrest, which is fastly approaching, all right? And kingdom against kingdom, what we're talking about right now, going into Ezekiel 38. These Russians are going to descend upon America. They're brothers.
Right.
They're Edomites.
Right.
You know, you got something, brother?
No, I was about to say too, you know, let's not forget there's going to be civil war amongst America, you know what I mean? That's already conjuring up as well. So by the time Russia puts their hit out on America, America's already going to be split in half. Their structure is already going to have a crack on it, man. That structure is already going to be falling. So it's going to be easy peasy, man.
And what did Yahawashi say in Matthew? A house divided
Cannot stand.
you can't stand.
You know what I mean? And guess what? If the devil go against the devil, right?
It says it in the same chapter.
Right.
In the same room. Yep.
So that's what's going on, man. These prophecies are being fulfilled, and only the blind are still hoping for Babylon the great, right, to become great again, which it never was great.
But I will admit this is the greatest kingdom that ever have been erected out of all the heathen. I will say that.
Right.
In the form of their technology, the wisdom that they stumbled upon.
Right.
The way they've been able to move around the planet Earth.
Right.
Conquering. Right. Bombing. And honestly, that was of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
That's right.
It wasn't of their own strength. And that's what you niggas gotta find out, man.
That's right.
You didn't put yourself into power. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is gonna show you that by removing you. Yo, get that Ezekiel, brother?
Ezekiel 38 and 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Right, and the Lord said what? He'll turn thee back. He's going to turn Russia back and put hooks in thy jaw. Meaning what? They're going to return back into that old USSR spirit. Okay? They're going to return back into that spirit they were once in. Okay? Where they couldn't be stopped. Okay? And that's, you can see that spirit on Putin now. The Lord got the spirit on Putin. There ain't no stopping him in his mind.
See, he's a madman right now.
He's a madman right now. You gotta preach that first?
Nah, I actually, after you guys finished it on that point, I wanted to go into the Iran season.
Khan, yeah, we're definitely gonna hold that. Cause real quick, I want Jeremiah, brother. Actually, I can get it. Let me get this real quick. Bear with me. Because Russia's not coming by themselves.
Right.
As you just read. Russia's not coming by themselves. Okay, they're coming with, what you're gonna find out, you people out there, is that Russia's coming with an assembly, okay?
Right.
Of nations with him.
Right.
He's not coming alone in the form of the BRICS nations, man. And
after that, I'll back you up with something.
Khan. And ultimately, those nations that are confederate with Esau, right? Those part of his EU, the European Union, they're gonna end up turning on him too, pursuant to what's that? Revelation 17. All right, real quick, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 3, and it reads. I'm gonna jump down to make the point. To verse 9. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. Against who? Mystery Babylon the Great. Which shall make her dead. Matter of fact, let me start at verse 3, verse 2. Jeremiah 50 and 2 for it to make sense. Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. And this is what the men of the Lord starting with the elders and apostles of the great millstone to us, trickling down, you know, to us, the men that are coming in the same spirit, pushing the same gospel. All right, this is what we're doing. This is what we're saying. Right at this very moment, we're telling you that what? Babylon's gonna fall. Okay? Her idols are gonna fall with her. It said that in Isaiah 19 and 1. We just established that. And Esau's through. This is what we're telling you. And this is something that's ordained of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. He's gonna confirm, okay, the words of his servants pursuant to Isaiah 44. You see, so what we're speaking is the words of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. This is not our thoughts, okay, but this is something that we've been blessed with to be able to translate through the Spirit, you know, to the world, man, right, through the QADASH.
Right.
Because Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, contrary to popular belief, he speaks through his servants, the prophets.
Right.
And you people are going to find out that prophets were amongst you when all hell breaks loose, and these prophecies truly do take place.
Right.
All right? For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. And again, I had mentioned how Russia's not going to be alone. And when you jump down to verse 9 in this chapter, it says what? For lo, I will raise in cars to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Can you do me a favor? Can you get assembly and Google real fast, just to establish this point?
Assembly, a group of people gathered together in one place for a common purpose.
Right.
For a common purpose, to destroy Babylon the Great.
I'm going to read that again from the top. That's exactly right. Jeremiah 50 and 9, and it reads, For lo, I will raise in cars to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. And to set yourself in array, hey, that's a battle formation, man.
Right.
Right? Hey, she's going to be surrounded. Like how Esau likes to do, Jake.
Right.
Right, over them stealing the candy box.
Right,
They'll find out their address and come to the house with the smart team.
Right, right.
Talking about, come out. We
Right.
have you surrounded.
Right,
Come
right.
out with your hands up, right?
Right.
That's how the Lord's going to have these assembly of nations on your ass,
Right,
man.
right.
All up in the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean.
Right.
Posting up.
With their warships.
Right. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And those arrows, that's a dark saying for those of you out there that don't know. That's a dark saying for those missiles. Okay? An arrow, even to this very day, the military calls a lost missile, or a missile that accidentally detonated, they call it a broken arrow, even to this very day. So if you don't get it, hey, the Lord don't want you to get it. Ultimately, it's not for you. He wants to delete you.
Right.
Ultimately.
I got something to back you up. There's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1. the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. And Babylon, this Babylon is talking about America.
Right, this is the same Babylon,
Right.
That's spoken of, and we just read it in Jeremiah.
Right. It says, I'm going to jump down to verse 4. So it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. And that tumultuous noise is those missiles that are coming. You see, like the Lord just said in Jeremiah, none of them shall return in vain. You see, so that's that tumultuous noise.
Yeah, and it tells you in Joel, actually the same thing in Joel, that great people.
Right.
It tells you that great people.
Right.
That's none should, oh man, I'm gonna have to go get it. You got it, brother.
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Woo! And that's the assembly. That's the assembly that's being formed by the Lord right now for that common purpose. Because the Lord's going to put the spirit on all those nations to what? To target America, right? With all their nuclear weapons. You see, that's what's and the Lord said it. He's the one. He's the host that's mustering, you know, these forces up. Because why? Because the Lord is the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. Okay. The Lord is the one who has all the king's hearts in his hands, as it says. Is it in Proverbs? 1:1. Right. You see? So this is what's going on. It ain't no coincidence if you're in tune with the news that all these things are forming together already.
Right. You got it, brother. You can got what you got. Now we're going to go into Joel after to back that up. We're going to start from the top in Joel. Get into that, and then we'll go back to Ezekiel 38. Right. You know, just keep it moving. Now we will absolutely. Before we go back to Ezekiel, I guess we can grab it, and then we'll go back into it.
2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 13.
What is that? I'm sorry, brother.
2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 13.
Yup.
For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Real quick, strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. Who's the Lord's mighty, strong right arm and hand? YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
So ultimately it's YAHAWASHI, okay? That's going to be coordinating these missiles, man. Okay? Because what you people forgot for seeing in John 5, that all judgment has been given unto YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
You see? Yahweh gave all power to YAHAWASHI over the planet and over the heavens, man. You see? All of our destinies lie in the hands of YAHAWASHI, man. When you read Hebrews, what's that? Hebrews 10? Is that Hebrews 10 and 30? Hebrews 10 and 30 or 31? It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
I want to back you up with that real quick.
You got it.
There's the book of Psalms, chapter 110, verse 1. A Psalm of David. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies.
See that real quick. King David was in the spirit. I mean, come on, he's calling his son Lord.
Right.
Right? That's how you know that YAHAWASHI was Solomon, man. And there's many ways for us to prove that as well. You see?
Right.
It's clear that he was YAHAWASHI. That Solomon, YAHAWASHI was Solomon. See, it tells you in Salakia, it tells you in where's that at?
2 Samuel 7.
That's what I'm thinking of right there. 2 Samuel 7, that he was defeated with the second men. You see? That didn't happen to Solomon. You see what I mean? That didn't happen to Solomon. That happened to YAHAWASHI. Right. You see, the water, brother. That happened to YAHAWASHI. Right. You see, so just to make that point,
I want to jump down to verse 5. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies, and he shall wound the heads over many countries. Right. And just to back up that point that you were saying, that is YAHAWASHI that's going to be coordinating all these things. You know what I mean? To take all the rulership of all these heathens, man. Ultimately, Esau.
Right. And it also tells you another one we could have pulled out is what? 1 Corinthians 12. It tells you that all things were created by him and for him. Right. Right? And by him, nothing was created. Right. Roughly paraphrasing. YAHAWASHI has been in full control over what's going on here. Right. The only entity of power that's not over YAHAWASHI is Yahweh. See? YAHAWASHI that's not under. I said that's not under. That's not under Yahawashi Salaki. I said that's not over.
Yeah, yeah.
I meant to say the only
That's
power
okay.
that Yahawashi is not over
Right.
is Yahawah.
Right.
See what I mean? I may have said that, but maybe not.
No, you said under.
Right, no, but I'm saying I may have said that the only power that Yahawashi is not
Right, right,
over.
right.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it was
It was confusing.
Yeah, it was
But
simple
needless to
as
say, the only power that Yahawashi is not over is Yahawah.
Right.
That's the only power that he's not over.
Right.
Yahawah gave him the blueprint, okay, to execute everything you see on the planet Earth.
That's right.
You see? You got it, bro.
And may I say one thing?
You got it, Malak.
That King David was a prophet.
Right. A mighty warrior, king prophet, not a fact.
2 Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
And we often talk about this, you know, there's two variances going into the end of the world.
Right.
We know pursuant to 2 Ezra 6 and 9, you know that Esau is the end of the world.
Right.
Right, Jacob is the beginning of that fall.
Right.
There's credence that those nations are coming to Esau.
Right, right.
And also you have the landmass of the west.
Right.
Where we are. This is where the sun goes down.
Right.
The sun rises in the east and it comes down in the west.
Right.
You see, so this is how we know that precept there in 2 Ezra 16 and 13 is clearly talking about evil wheat. Okay, and we can prove that because we know that Yahawashi got his crosshairs on Esau.
Right.
So in Isaiah 63. He's
Right.
coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra, man.
I was just, yo, that's crazy that as you just brought that out, I was thinking it right before
No,
you
that's
just
the
said it.
spirit. That's the spirit. You should probably hold that.
You know what I mean?
To the spirit. I mean, we can always hold it.
You always bring it full
Right?
circle.
And what are they called? ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles,
Right.
because they can go from continent to continent.
Right. That's exactly right.
Right.
That's what we're gonna. That's the spirit. Because that's what we're gonna go into right here because we got to go into well. Those missiles can leave continents.
Right.
And this is a technology, okay, that's fairly new to mankind. Now, as we know, we have Abraham Esau, right? You also have Robert Oppenheimer, you know, he's considered the forefather of the atomic bomb,
Right.
right? So these individuals, which are Edomites, Amalekites, all right, Germans in one aspect, these individuals, okay, were brought forth by Yahawah, BAHASHAM Yahawashi, and we can prove that real quick. Grab, you got it.
Isaiah 54 and 16.
That's the spirit.
Behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Right, and who's that smith? Those scientists, those physicists.
Right.
Specifically, to be more specific, those smiths are those physicists which have been given the wisdom by the Lord to be able to split an atom, all right, smash it back together, and create a cataclysmic event. They've been given this wisdom from the Lord. That's why the Lord boasts in Jeremiah 49 on them and says what? If there's no more wisdom in teeming, right? As their prudence perish.
Right.
That's why he does that, because he gave it to you, nigga.
Right. He's slowly taking it away.
And he's slowly taking it away.
Right.
That bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I've created the waster to destroy.
Right, there you have it. The instrument of his work. Those weapons we're doing in Jeremiah 51 are the weapons of the Lord's indignation, man. Those are the Lord's weapons. Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi's missiles, man. And that's in the same thing with the Kabbalah. The MOTB,
Right.
the mark of the beast, that chip, all right, that device the size of a grain of rice that you can read about in Revelations 13 and 16, that's going to be tied to the digital monetary system that they're pushing for.
That's funny.
That's the Lord's chip.
That's funny that the Lord's gonna have Esau mark everybody that's gonna go with him.
Right, fine. That's a beautiful point. That's a beautiful point.
You know what I mean?
Right. Time.
Misery needs company, man.
Misery needs company.
So mark everybody that's gonna get deleted with you.
Right, mark
Yeah.
them on, and that's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Going into that mark, because
Yeah.
those contrary are gonna have that what? That the wa.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
in Ezekiel 9.
Right.
Lord willing, we have that the wa,
Right,
which is
right.
the mark of exemption,
Right.
from judgment.
Mm-hmm.
You see, so that's beautiful. That's a beautiful point.
Yeah.
You know, because all of you that have that MOTV on you, okay, pursuing the Revelation 14, you're gonna be burnt alive, man.
Right.
Okay, and if you don't catch the message, if you get, most of you will, and you're gonna get the big C.
Right.
Pursuing the Revelation 16, you're gonna catch the big C, which is, if you don't know what the big C is, we'll spell it out for you. CANCEI. You see, we gotta tread softly because YouTube will take a channel down over us speaking the truth.
Right.
Because they
Right.
know we're speaking the truth to our people.
You're gonna be walking around
You know?
with some nasty boils on your skin. that's gonna be the mark. We're gonna be like, oh, he took that shit. We know you're gonna have that grain of rice in your thing, pursuant to looking at your physical continent, man. You're gonna have all types of nasty shit coming out of your skin. You know what I mean? You're gonna be marked, man. Just like Cain was marked with leprosy, you're gonna be marked, and we're gonna know you took that mark, man.
That's good. Yo, that's hilarious. That's fact. You got something, bro?
Yeah, I do, yeah. This is Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Right, hold that. And the beast consists of the NATO and the EU.
Right.
For those of you out there that don't know. Okay, that's the beast, which is the revival of the Western Roman Empire, which is America. America is the revival of the Western Roman Empire, man. Okay? And the image is everything that you see around you, man. Okay? Everything you see around you, man, if you adopted the ways of Babylon, then you worship the image, man. Okay? From the culture, from the religion, the ways of life, and the system. All of it. Everything in a nutshell.
Right.
You go vote, right?
Right.
Stupid ass nigga.
Join the military.
It tells us in what's that, Deuteronomy 17, that we're not supposed to put a king of the heathen over us, man.
Right.
You stupid ass niggas, you're not supposed to be voting. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there. But that's another topic for another time. Let's stick to, you got it, brother.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb Yahawashi.
They should drink the wine of the wrath of the Lord's indignation. It says you're going to be tormented, man.
Right.
Hey, if you don't know what it feels like to get burnt alive, go look for that video that went viral with that Jacob, Mississippi, that got caught up in that Tesla.
Right.
All right, go peep that video real quick, man. Go find it. All you gotta do is type in Tesla fire in Mississippi, and you're gonna find out. That's just a very minute level of experience you're gonna come across.
But the funny thing is that the thing is that the image wasn't the horrible thing to watch.
Right.
It was the screams that were coming out from that man. The way that man was screaming. You see? That's gonna be that gnashing of teeth, man. That grunting, man. You people are gonna be here experiencing a horrific thing. And like I said, we don't know how long that man was in there. We don't know how long the Lord kept him alive. Because like I said to us, right, because to us it could have been a few minutes, to him it could have been an hour or two, it don't matter. Only the Lord knows how much he tormented him. So when you talk about the lake of fire, which is those nuclear missiles coming here to burn this place from coast to coast, you don't know how long you're going to be here burning. How long the Lord is going to keep you alive, tormented in this place, man. You want to believe in the Christianity hell? The Lord will put you in there for a while, man.
Right.
Make you really believe you in that bitch.
And the scripture says he's going to torment you before the holy angels and before the Lamb.
Right.
See that? So your judgment is going to be on full display.
Right.
And you better believe that the men of the Lord, along with John the Revelator, we're going to witness that as well. Because pursuing the biblical prophecy, we're going to be on that sea. We're going to be in the chariots, man, looking through the sea of glass.
Right.
You see? Seeing America get bombed, man.
Right.
Okay? Seeing America get bombed, man. We're going to witness that, man.
Right.
And Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. And that's the spirit. I want to go to this Joel real quick right there. That's the perfect transition over to this, speaking on the missiles, so we don't tear you off our subject, unless you got something related.
I was going to get that Revelation 15 for you real quick.
You got it. Grab that. You got it.
Lock it. Revelation,
That's funny.
Revelation 15:2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass.
That's from verse 1, Babakashah.
Verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous.
See, I see another sign in heaven. John the Revelator, we was on the Isle of Patmos, all right, receiving visions of the latter times.
Right.
Okay, this is the sign of the culture. That he was seeing things that would have come. Okay? And this is what he saw.
Great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, For in them is sealed up the wrath of Yahweh.
Right. Go ahead.
And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Right, and that's us. That's us, right? Lord willing. Okay, with John the Revelator on the chariots, right? Up at the firmament, right? Looking through the firmament, right? The sea of glass, seeing America get bombed. You got it.
And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name.
Right. See, those of us that got the victory over the beast, right? We get the revival Roman Western Empire. All right, this revival of the Western Roman Empire, which is America. Right, his mark, which is the MOTB, the grain of rice. All right, that divides the size of the grain of rice. Right, his image, everything that involves him. Right, and his name, which honestly, if you get that tip, you got his name on you. You got his name on you because the universal product code is gonna have 666 in it.
Right.
And that's gonna be on that device.
Right.
That's his number. That's the number of his name.
And ultimately, see, you chose to worship Esau instead of worshiping Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Because what does it? This goes into an old custom called the all, where you pierce your ear through, meaning you didn't want to leave your slave master. You see? So by you taking that, that's letting Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI know you don't want them to take Esau out of power. You want to worship Esau, and you don't want to go to the kingdom. So guess what?
Is that in numbers?
Then I believe the all is in numbers.
You know, we should grab that real quick for edification.
I'll get it.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful edification right there. Because that's exactly what this is.
Right.
This is the digital all.
The digital all, right.
That's a beautiful point. And that's the spirit. I remember doing a lesson on that a long time ago, as a matter of fact. Maybe like over a year ago, going into that. While he finds that, right?
Salak is Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy.
Yep.
Well, you find it already?
Yeah.
Time. Matter of fact, finish that up.
Verse 2 in Revelation 15 and 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
Right.
And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh.
Right, that's us. Lord willing, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI keeps us and allows us to dwell in his courts. Okay, in efforts to be able to qualify to hope and to be saved, man. One way or another. Okay, because even through death, we're going to be on those chariots, man. It tells us that in 1 Thessalonians 4. We're going to be on those chariots even through death. So death is not going to separate us from this glory, okay, that we're reading about and seeing the downfall of our enemy, which is a glorious thing. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. As a matter of fact, yeah, you got that, brother, going into that digital auto, but then going back to that mark real quick before you transition back into those missiles, right? Like the brother was saying, there's a law going into there's a law regarding a servant. If he doesn't want to leave his master, this is what happens. And Esau knows this law.
There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 15, starting at verse 15. And thou shalt remember that thou wast a bondman in the land of Egypt, and the Lord thy power redeemed thee. See, so he redeemed thee, took you out of there, man. How did he redeem you? By the blood of Yahawashi again, man, with that blood on the doorpost. Same way he's redeeming you right here in spiritual Egypt, Babylon, the great city, right? It says, therefore I command thee this thing today, and it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee in thine house, because he is well with thee, then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise. You see, so the Lord is saying, he redeemed you from Egypt, took you out of bondage. But if you love your slave master, pierce yourself through with his awl, so you can serve your slave master forever. You see? But this time around, it's going to be salvation to go to the kingdom and remove the wicked. So if you're not joined unto Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and you want to stay joined unto Esau Edom, what it say in Isaiah 13? All those that are joined unto them shall be thrust through. There ain't going to be no worshiping or loving your slave master no more. Right? You want to make a covenant with Esau? This is going to be till death do apart. So y'all both going to die together.
Right. And I got a precept to back that up, because that's also written in Exodus 21, where it gives more explicit detail regarding the mindset of this servant. Because what we came to find out is that 2/3 of Jake suffers from Stockholm Syndrome.
God.
They suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. So now Jake's to the point now where they don't want to separate from their slave master.
That's right.
Here it is, Esau's been destroying our people, all right, since his inception, man. And here it is, it's in history. It's nothing that you have to take a whole weekend off.
Right.
You can go on your phone right now and Google a couple of words.
It'll come out right up.
It will come out. You will see a whole northern or southern kingdom family either burnt at the stake
Right.
or hung.
Right.
Spread abroad.
Right.
You see what I mean? It ain't nothing, you know? So needless to say, real quick, the book of Exodus, back his brother up, the book of Exodus, chapter 21, real quick, and verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an all, and he shall serve him forever. To the point, the only reason why I brought that up is to show that they love their master.
Right.
Jake has grown to love their master, man.
Right.
And that's why you're going to get deleted with him.
Right.
You see? Yeah, you're going to get deleted with him. You got it, brother.
I wanted to say, our Lord, our Master is Yahawashi Mashiach.
That's it.
And I believe it was Apostle Paul said we are prisoners of Yahawashi.
Right. That's
So,
correct.
Basically, F Esau, man. Fuck Esau, to say it part of my French, but our Master is Yahawashi.
Right, you already know.
And we,
But
Slaki,
now you got it, brother.
we obey his every command to the best of our ability unto death.
Right. Because ultimately, we understand that this world is being ran under the spirit, okay, of the prince of the power of the air, okay, which is the spiritual demon Satan, okay, which is the energy that Esau comes in. So in the 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, and the children of disobedience still gravitate to that spirit. That spirit dwells within them. It tells you that in Ephesians, the 2nd chapter. That spirit is dwelling within these niggas. So so guess what? Judgment's coming to this nigga, to Esau's world, and those of you that have joined unto him, we always quote it in Isaiah 13, in 15, you're gonna be thrust through with him. It's simple, it's plain. And what's gonna thrust you through? These missiles, you got it, bro. These missiles we're about to get into right here.
Because just like the elect was ordained since the foundation of the earth, the 2/3 was also already predestined since the foundation of the earth. Absolutely. That was the role that the Lord had chosen to give you. Right. Just like the spirit of the subjects, Salaki, the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets.
Right.
The spirit of you 2/3 is subject unto you, man. You're just a new vessel, but you've been here since the days of old.
Right. And what's so beautiful, bro, is what you just said is exactly correct. What proves that is 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter. It tells us that chief cornerstone, which they disallowed,
right?
They were ordained.
Right.
It tells you in that chapter, they were ordained to not accept them.
Right.
Yahawashi, they were ordained to do that. So that's the spirit. That's money.
Right.
That you're literally working your work.
Right.
You're working your
Just
work.
like Esau's working his work. He's in his block.
Yep. The book of Joel, chapter 2. Going back to backing up what the brother had brought out. And what was that, Isaiah? You brought out going into the great people?
Oh, Isaiah 13 and 4.
Isaiah 13 and 4. So going back to the point, which is with this missile talk, because hey, this is what's about to come to this planet, man. This is what's about to come to Babylon. Missiles, man. So this is the spirit brothers are in right now, man. Hey, and this is what it's gonna look like. And we're warning you, Jake. You know, whether you hear or forbear, man, we're gonna continue to warn you.
Right.
You know, to get the blood off our hands. The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1, and it reads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. And just to shed light on that, look how Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi is always pinpointing and targeting his people. He didn't say blow ye a trumpet and unto Moab and Edom,
to the earth,
all the ites.
right?
You know what I mean? The Perizzites, the Ammonites. No, he didn't do that. He didn't say that. He said, blow ye the trumpet and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, man, in Zion.
Right.
You see? Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people, and the strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And this is allegorical talk. All right, those great people, the same great people that were mentioned in Isaiah 13, is talking about these missiles. And what proves it is, as we read further down, it's going to shed light on this, man. And if I can also say, this is why for you people hoping on the return of the Lord YAHAWASHI, you don't know what you're hoping for. You don't know what you're hoping for. Because it just told you what it looks like the day of the return of the Lord. A day of darkness, a day of gloominess. As a matter of fact, it tells you in Amos 5 and 18, woe to you who desire the day of the Lord. Right? What is it to you?
Right.
You see? Because you don't know if you're going to be delivered or not, man.
Right.
Because YAHAWASHI is coming back pissed the hell off.
Right.
And we're hoping and praying that we're in his good graces, man.
And like you said, man, I'm not going to meet thee as a man.
He's coming back as a God.
Right. Right.
You see? That's beautiful.
Not coming back in his meek, humble spirit that he came the first time, you know, to fulfill, you know, the cup that he was supposed to drink. Now you gotta wait for the cup that you gotta drink now, and that's him coming back with the angels, right? Ready to destroy shit.
Right.
He ain't coming back for peace, man. He said he's coming with a sword.
That's it. The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 3, and it reads, a fire devoureth before them. Before who? That great people. You see? Check this out. And behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. There, and nothing shall escape. Right, so prior to these missiles coming upon that land they're descending upon, everything's good, everything's peaceful. It's like the Garden of Eden, right? But after them, let's read it again. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. And it tells you in, I want to say 2nd Ezra. It could be some block, but I want to say 2nd Ezra, needless to say. It tells you that many shall perish of famine, right? And they that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Right, right.
You see that? So ultimately,
Okay.
when these missiles fly, hey, if you ain't part of the elect, you're gonna die.
Right, right.
There's really no way around that.
Right. And even the elect is going to have to hold that faith to the last minute. Because it said they shall be scarcely saved. So simultaneously, we're going to be getting picked up by the chariots going to with part of that number while the missile is coming down, man.
Right. And that's pretty much the point right there. I don't go deeper into it, but that's the point. I want to back up to Isaiah 13. So now we can go a little bit around that article. You got Ezekiel 38. So you have one, brother?
Right, come. Judges chapter 5 verse 11. They that are Judges chapter 5 verse 11.
Yep.
They that are delivered from the noise of the archers.
Man, we're just going into those missiles, man. Those that are delivered from the noise of the archers. Go ahead.
In the places of drawing water.
In the places of drawing water, in the places where our so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been being held captive, man. All right, we're prisoners of war, okay? We're corporate slaves, man. You're not free. You think just because you got a good job that you're free? Because you can go to Starbucks, okay, that you're free? Woo, there we go. You're not free, okay? You're a prisoner of war. You're a corporate slave. Okay? You go to college and try to make yourself something, and what do you come out with? Debt. Because this shit's a joke. America's a joke. Okay? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is a joke. Okay? These devils have been ruling for a long time, and now they're about to get visited by a divine power. And we're here to tell you that. This is our job. And it's formulating as we speak. The brother just showed me an article. Man, come on, man. This thing is formulating as we speak.
A lot of nations are being involved. They're getting involved, man. World War III is just it's on the brinks, man. We just need that that charagma to come in, man. And you know, I believe this is the year that it's gonna come in, man. I just want to read this title real quick.
You got it. Thus says Elder Apostle Tahar. Right?
I just want to read this title. I don't want to get into it too much, but I just want to show you.
Yeah, just get the title.
What state? What type of state?
Actually, before you go, let him finish that though.
Go ahead, brother.
Because he's in the middle of that precept.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI go down to the gates.
Right, and only the remnant are rehearsing the righteous acts. Only the remnant.
Right.
Okay, the rest of these niggas are talking about you can eat pork.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So into Leviticus. All right, these other niggas are talking about Hebrews. The book of Hebrews is not valid.
I fuck your bitch.
Right, you can have sex on the Sabbath, brother.
Pop in the butt.
Right, you can pop it in the booty. Right, these niggas are talking about YAHAWASHI not to be worshipped.
Oh, man.
So you know where this is going with them niggas. But needless to say, that article like this too.
It says, Fox News. So it's about Fox News. I just got this article right now. It says Turkey launched airstrikes in Iraq and Syria, destroying bunkers, shelters, and oil facilities.
Oh, man.
You know, so I just brought this out to let you guys know. Look, man, all these nations are getting involved with this, man. And how did it start? With Israel, man.
Yep.
Remember, the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Right.
You see, this is what we're in the brink of, man. We're in the brink of World War III, and we're just waiting for the biggest prophecy to come through, man. Because once that prophecy is fulfilled, all hell's gonna break loose.
Right.
There's nothing else to look forward to.
Yep. Exactly.
But the destruction of those that took it and those that handed it out.
Right. Yo, brother, go back into that Ezekiel 38, because that's going right into Turkey. Read that title one more time, Babakashan. Salakia, brother. I meant to say that before you.
Let me get it out real quick, brother.
That is heavy right there, bro.
It says, Turkey launched airstrikes in Iraq and Syria, destroying bunkers, shelters, and oil facilities. Well, this is what it is, man. All these, man, everybody's getting involved, man.
Right.
And it's just gonna, it's gonna be like when that, you know, when you're in the highway and a rock hits your window and it just chips it.
Right.
But then after it becomes a spider web, and it keeps, you know. That's how it's gonna spread, man. You know, it all started with Israel and Palestine. You know, needless to say, Russia was already going against their own. You know, but the thing is, this thing is becoming is a ripple effect. You know what I mean? And all these other nations are joining in, man.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. The Lord said He'll gather the nation in the valley of Yahawah.
That's it.
It's going down.
That's it.
And that's what you're gonna get.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
You're gonna say that. You're gonna say that. That's the spirit of the Lord. You know. Get that Ezekiel. Start that verse. I read it. Start that verse 4, Malak.
Come on. Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Yep.
And I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen,
Right.
all of them clothed with all sorts of armor,
Woo.
even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Right. All of them handling swords, man. All of those swords, those missiles, man, we've been reading about. All these nations that are going to be coming forth, okay, coming up against Babylon, they all have an intercontinental ballistic missiles program, man. Okay, a thermonuclear weapons program, man. Okay, and Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is going to put it on their spirits to use them. Okay? It tells you in Revelation 17 that this war is going to be burnt with fire, man. That's the way it's going down. Okay? They're not coming to sign peace treaties, man. No, the time to sign peace treaties is over. Okay? It tells us in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, that you got it. You bring it up.
I was just gonna grab that.
You got it, brother.
That's the spirit.
This is the time that we're living in, man. You see, we're not living in a time of peace. Those days are over. All right. This is highly likely the last Christmas, all right, that you Babylonians got to celebrate. All right, highly likely. You got it, brother.
Con, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right. Right. Meaning what? Shit's gonna happen at some point. There's a time and season for everything, man. Okay? And as far as, let me just throw this out there. When you look at Esau's kingdom, okay, he was spirit, there was a time for Esau to come into power, okay? And now we're coming into a time where it's time for him to die. You see? This is just the reality of it, okay? The only kingdom, okay, that has been prophesied to reign forever and ever and ever, okay, is the kingdom of Israel, which consists of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans reigning over you heathen nations, man. Okay? It tells us in, what's that? Is that Amos 9? That the tabernacle of David, okay, is being raised up. That's why Esau don't like to talk about David. Esau don't want to talk about David. Because when you get to talk about King David, what you're going to find out is that King David had these heathens under subjection. You see? King David, when you go to what's that, 1 Samuel 8, King David had these heathen, he had garrisons in Edom, all right, he had these heathen nations bringing him gold and silver. Hey, that's the tabernacle of David being raised up, man. This is why Esau don't talk about King David in your school. You got it,
and this time YAHAWASHI is going to be on that top ruling over the nations with a rod of iron.
Right.
And that's
with the joint heirs with him.
right, and I want to say correctly, the incarnation of Solomon, if I said that correctly.
Right, but even like, he's coming back as YAHAWASHI. That time of Solomon came and passed. You know, now the YAHAWASHI, he's coming back, because it tells you in 1 Corinthians 15 that in Adam we all die, but in Mashiach we should be made alive. But everyone in their order, it says after that. Mashiach, first fruit, and those that are Mashiachs. You see that? So like your brother Baniyam has said, YAHAWASHI is coming back as a God, man.
Right.
He's not coming back as Solomon, okay? He's not coming back
As Adam.
as Adam. Right, I should have said that first. He's not coming back.
Melchizedek.
Well, no, I didn't want to mention Melchizedek because that's actually the priesthood we're under now.
Isaac.
You see what I'm
He's not
saying?
coming back as Isaac.
Right. He's not coming back as the YAHAWASHI riding on a donkey.
Right. For fleeing,
No.
or fleeing to Africa.
He's coming back as a God, man.
Right.
Like your brother said, he's coming back as a God. He's not going to meet you niggas as a man.
That's right.
You see? And like I mentioned, he's going to be mad as hell. Right? He's going to be mad as hell.
Right.
And we hope he sees us and remembers us, bro. Like, not him.
You know, Jake hold on to beef like an unpaid bill.
Right.
Fred Fox said that one time. You know what I mean? Hey, man. You know?
Yo, that's true.
You know?
That's true, bro. There's
Yeah,
actually a precept that goes into that.
And how
as
much
well.
more YAHAWASHI, man, that got pierced through, got persecuted by the same people, man.
Right.
Since birth.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
He's coming back, man. He's coming back to fuck y'all up,
Right.
man.
But going back to that Ecclesiastes 3 and 1, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay? There's a time and season for everything, man. Read that again, Babashah, and then jump down to the point.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right. So guess what? There was a season and time for Esau, Edom, the so-called white man to come into power, right? Starting as the Greeks,
That's right.
right? And then what? The Romans. And then what? The Western Roman Empire fell, right? He went into captivity for 1,000 years during the time of the Byzantine Empire. And there was a time for him to come back.
Right,
In the form of what? America. Okay? So guess what? Now we're in a time where Esau is about to die. The physician is coming to cut off a long disease.
Right.
He today that is a king,
Right.
tomorrow shall die.
Right.
It's his time
That's
to
it.
fall.
That's right.
No, get the point? And that's why we're in a time of war. This is the time, we're not in a time of peace, man. No,
Right.
we're in a time where YAHAWAH King YAHAWASHI is going to delete a lot of you people, man.
That's right, man. That's right.
Verse 4, or Salakia, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
Right. We're in a time of hating, and we're in a time of war. That's the time we're in.
That's it.
All right, love and peace has went out the door.
Christianity's going out the door along with that shit
right,
too.
Yeah. Caesar Borgia went out the back door.
Right, Like I want to know all the madness you've been spewing.
Right.
Where is it being fulfilled?
Right.
Besides your psychopathic mind, you know what I mean? You people are living a fairy tale and only believing the smoke that's being blown up your own ass.
And that's through the pseudoscience that you've been offered by Esau. Pseudoscience, man, which is a pretended science.
Right.
It's when you look up that word, yo, brother, real quick, through the spirit, not to jump subject. I love how you just made that point, because that's the works of Esau.
Right.
Because Esau is the one that's giving this illusion that he's the smartest creature on the planet. No. He created a pseudoscience.
Right.
Okay, get that word pseudoscience.
And it's crazy how you say that, right? Because he pretends to be the smartest man in the planet, right? But when you look around, America is dying faster than any other country, man. There's good soil in other countries, a lot of trees, good food. You know what I mean?
Man.
This place is going backwards ever since they got here, man.
Right.
Remember when the Gadites were here, and the Taino tribes and the Aztecs and everybody was everywhere else, they had a form of the Garden of Eden in their land. Trees, rich in soil, good food, good production. You know what I mean? No GMOs, right? Their so-called technology has killed everything off. Right. That's why the scripture says, "I am against thee, O destroying mountain."
That's exactly right. Because ultimately, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, to back you up, brother, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI has given Esau wisdom and knowledge. He has given it to him. But one thing he hasn't given to him is understanding.
Right.
He hasn't given Esau understanding. Because ultimately, to have the wisdom and knowledge to understand that if I build this factory near this body of water,
right,
it's going to possibly run off chemicals.
Right.
There's gonna be a chemical runoff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is gonna affect the ecosystem ultimately.
Not to mention the pollution in the air.
But I'm gonna still do it though.
Right.
But I'm gonna still do it in the form of my industrial revolution. I'm gonna still do it.
And not only that, cut down all these trees that I need to make space for. You know what I mean? Cover the soil with the cement and the foundation that I need to make this with. And when you look around, that's all there is. Factories and buildings, and you know what I mean?
And that's a great point you mentioned the trees. Because here it is in the hood, there's barely any trees, and that's why Jake is so low vibrational.
Right.
Because it's been scientifically proven that when you're around nature, when you're in the woods and stuff, that your vibration goes up.
Right.
You're more in tune with the earth. Like
right.
You're able to walk around on the soil with your foot.
That's why God was always barefoot. God was always barefoot.
It's supposed to be like
right,
that.
Man.
You're supposed to be able to put your feet in the soil.
Yeah. The Gadites were always barefoot, bro.
It connects you to the earth too. You're connected.
You get
there's a kinetic energy.
There's a recharge.
Right.
Body.
But Esau knows that though. Mm-hmm. That's why he makes you wear these shoes with thick ass soles.
Covers everything with cement.
Covers everything with cement.
Right.
This nigga's a dummy.
He's
a dummy.
He made Petra all over again.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we walking on cement.
Right. Mm-hmm. Bad for your knees, your back.
Right. Everything, yeah. You got something, brother?
Con Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, which destroyest all the earth. And I will stretch out mine hand upon...
Hold on, he's against the Lord. He's against that destroying mountain. Right, that destroying mountain. We know allegorically mountains are considered governments, bigger ones.
Right.
And the hills are the smaller ones.
Right.
So needless to say, the Lord's like, nigga, I'm against you destroying mountain now.
Right.
You have to use spiritual discernment. Right? Those of you out there, that come to the conclusion of what government, has destroyed the fucking planet.
Right.
I just wanted to make that point.
And push their philosophies upon all the other nations to destroy their own. Because here it is, China, 120 years ago, wasn't built like this. Or when you go to like Dubai and India and all these other cities that were made, why? They had to keep up with the technology of Esau or if not, fall back, right, into a third world country. And then what? They wouldn't be able to survive. So they had to adapt to this damn caveman.
Right. Because ultimately, like you said, he pushed his philosophies on us.
Right.
Right? Either conform,
right,
or we're gonna come visit you.
Right, right.
But now it's so beautiful because now the Lord can turn the tables now.
Right.
So now they really don't have that type of authority anymore.
Right.
As you had mentioned earlier, Iran raiding them. What did Iran do, brother?
I'm gonna get that article.
Oh, okay, we're gonna get that. Oh, we got another one for you.
Yeah,
oh man,
yeah.
I'll go Iran. Done made a power move on Babylon.
Right, I'm telling you, man, this thing's getting heavy, man.
Right.
It's getting that smoke, man.
Right. You finish
Smoke's
that
getting
out, brother?
thick.
which destroyest all the earth, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain.
Hey, see, so the Lord is against you, man, for ultimately being what? The man of death and the man of hell, man. You have put the whole planet in hell, man. You put the whole planet into a low condition, man. The animals, the air, the trees, right? The people, especially the apple of his eye, man, which is Israel, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You have destroyed us, right? So the Lord is against you destroying mountains,
right?
Which is Esau, Edom, man. Right here, their headquarters, Babylon the Great.
And then I just want to hone in on the people too. That's beautiful, especially the people, because what he does, the way he set up his system, when you come out the womb, okay, this man sets up a system where he makes you rebellious as a young child.
Right.
All the way up into your adulthood. He teaches you how to rebel against the power.
Right.
Against YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, you know?
Right.
The way he indoctrinates you.
Right. Teaches you
with that pseudoscience, brother. Get that definition?
Right.
I almost forgot.
And you know what? It trickles down.
Get that before I forget.
Not only you rebel on YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, but remember the scripture says to honor thy mother and father, and with the ways that he trains you up. You know, here it is. You got your parents teaching you to do good, teaching you to do right, and all the philosophies that you've been taught out here, right, make you go against what you're boring. You're just trying to keep me locked in. You're just trying to know. They just know they're aware of the dangers of this place. And who was allowed that? The so-called white man, Esau, Edom.
That's it.
So you rebel against YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, your parents, and everybody else that doesn't allow you, you know, to be in the mix of these dangers, man.
Right, and again, that's beautiful because the Lord set up an order regarding the commandments, like you said.
Right.
And he makes you disobey them.
Right.
Through his system.
All of them.
You know?
And here you are being the child, and you're even under your mother.
Keeping you in transgression.
Right. Right. And remember, the scripture says that if you don't honor your mother, your father, your days shall be shortened.
Right.
That's why most of you kids are out here
Malak.
getting killed.
Beautiful, Malak.
Right? In these drive-bys or in these parties or clubs, you know. Yeah, man. Or dying from pill overdoses and all types of shit. Or you know, become a drug addict. You know, your life is getting shortened.
Right.
Why? Because through your disobedience.
Right. Brother, get that pseudoscience.
I got a quick precept for you.
Yeah, get that pseudoscience first, though. I don't want to forget, because we're on topic right now. That's not important. We got to get that. I almost forgot.
Pseudoscience, a collection of beliefs or practices mistakenly regarded as being based on scientific method.
Beliefs or what?
Or practices.
Mistakenly.
Right. Right.
Mistakenly.
And what happens when you practice
Considered
something?
What? Truths, right?
Regarded as being based on scientific method.
Right, because science goes into knowledge, to know. This nigga's created a system where he's established a knowledge, understanding that he created.
Right.
He conjured up a system to where he seems like he is the supreme.
And ultimately, right, when you go into that word practice, what are you practicing for? To perfect. So when you're practicing something, you still haven't perfected it. You see? That's why they go into that thing called theory. You see? Where they're theorizing, they're not sure, but they think.
Right.
You know, that's why.
It's not based on fact.
Right. That's why when you come up to these Christians, well, I think, well, I feel,
right,
because they're based off their theories, the theories that Esau has taught them. You see, it's not based on facts. It's not based on the foundation of the scriptures. It's not based on the words of Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. It's based on what Esau thought, what Esau taught, and now it's what you think.
Right, the Christian thing, wacky tacky Christians, they're basically coming in a pseudo mindset.
Right, right.
You know, like
That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
practice.
They come in a pseudo mindset.
Right.
Where they're really not, they're really not established on what they're talking about. You know what I mean? But they're just like, if I know this much, so I can have a debate with them. But I know this much, and we don't debate.
Right.
I just use that word for a lack of better words.
But it's crazy.
An argument, I'll say.
Right.
A debate's an argument. And, hey, we will argue with you and contend with you.
Right.
We will contend with you for the truth, like it tells us in Proverbs. So that tends to happen just to back you up a lot. And they come in a pseudo mindset. They really don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're basing off of what they really
That's what I'm saying, because the thing is, when you debate with these Christians, right? Let's say you do get into a debate.
Or contend.
You never see them opening up. You don't even see them with a Bible in their hand.
Right.
You see?
Not even a Bible app.
Right. You don't see nothing. We're over here bringing out scriptures, and they're over here talking about, well, the circumcision of the heart and John 3:16 and this and that. But you have no 2 or 3 witnesses to back up your statement. You don't break nothing down. Here it is. You just bring out one scripture, bring out your own understanding, flip it, bounce it, toss it around, do a pizza dough with it. All right, and you think you got the truth. While we're here breaking it down, making it make sense, and you're just dishonoring it. Like, nah, that's not what I believe.
Right.
It's not about what you believe.
And
there's only one truth.
Right.
There's only one truth. Right. You see, what you believe is what the devil taught you, right? And what the devil taught you was to sweep the truth under the bed, sweep it under the carpet, man. For all your filth to be seen. Right.
And ultimately, that's why, vocab Malones and Mark Browns and the rest of you Christian apologists, you're losing.
Right.
Because ultimately, prophecy is going to shove these people's teeth down your throat.
Right.
But prophecy is going to walk these people down.
That's right.
See, prophecy is something that is going to change the overtone of the planet.
God.
You see, you can have an assumption, like the brother said.
Right.
You can base everything off I think, or what I know, or what I believe. But ultimately, prophecy is going to prevail.
Right.
And what we're talking about right now, going into Ezekiel 38, which is heavily prophetic regarding this article that we're going to back this up with. This is something that's happening, and whether you can see it or not, hey, that's between you and Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi. But we see it through the Spirit and power of the Lord. See, we see it. The why Yahweh BAHASHAM Yahawashi for that.
Right.
We're in a time where, hey, the Lord's about to open up on Babylon. He's about to open up on this place, man.
Right.
Revelation.
Actually, go back to Ezekiel 38, brother. Ezekiel 38. We will end up there. Ezekiel 38.
Verse 5.
Let me bring this out real quick.
Because
we're already past that halfway point. So this is breaking news, right? It says, Iran seizes U.S. oil tanker in act of revenge for 1 million barrels seized in 2023. Says, and this was yesterday, says an American oil tanker reported to have been hijacked in the Gulf of Oman earlier on Thursday, Salaki Thursday, which the day before yesterday, was seized by Iran in retribution for the U.S. seizure of 1 million barrels of Iranian oil last year. The Marshall Islands flagged oil tanker, the St. Nicholas, was previously named the Zeus Rahan, which was entangled in a sanctions dispute for transporting Iranian oil that eventually led to the seizure of that oil in 2023. So it says, the Zeus Rahan had been accused by the U.S. of violating sanctions with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Using to sell sanctioned oil to China last year, Iran vowed revenge for the incident. So here it is. You got these damn nosy Edomites, one more time, trying to tell who the hell to who can sell oils to who.
Hey, and that's the spirit, because they've been given the control of the earth in a sense where what is it? It goes into how what is it? As a matter of fact, you got it, brother.
Let me read this other little piece right here. It says, on Thursday, the vessel was boarded by men in marks near Oman's port of Sohar. On its way between Basra, Iraq to Turkey, the hijacked ship was ordered to sail for Iran, and communications with the vessels were lost. Shortly afterward, Iran state-run TV reported that the Iranian Navy has seized the vessel. You see, these nations ain't respecting the U.S. Anymore, man. You think 10 or 20 years ago they would have even dared to do this to the military of the United States? Hell no. But guess what? That's why in Jeremiah, is it Jeremiah chapter 50? Yeah. It says, how is the hammer of the earth cut asunder? You're losing your power, Esau. You ain't, nobody fears you no more. You're not the bully no more, man. You see, well, you're gonna find out that a bully is actually a weak little ninja. You know what I mean? And when somebody dares to fight him back, he shows his true colors, man. He gets exposed. And then everybody in the school's like, man, he got punked by that little man, man. The hell with him. Let him come try that shit with me now. Right. You see, that's what's happening with the nations now, man. Nobody's respecting you, Esau. Your power's being drawn away, man.
Yeah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 22, and it reads, a sound of battle is in the land, and of a great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How would Babylon become a desolation among the nations, man? And we're in Ezekiel 38 right now, and speaking on how that's going to happen.
Right.
You see? But ultimately, YAHAWAH is going to put Gog and Magog on that ass, along with his counsel. Right. And ultimately, your counsel is going to turn on you. Right. And that's the spirit that you brought out Iran. Because when we go back into that Ezekiel 38, brother, right? If you may,
I want to get something before you.
I do have one, but I have Ezekiel 38 for you.
I want to get something before he brings that out.
You got it, brother. Salakia, brother.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, starting at verse 28. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. Yep. And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth.
See them Arabs, man. The Arabs haven't forgot. You got it, brother.
Right. That all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians.
Woo! And we know Babylon the Great, right? Esau, the so-called white man, excuse me, is the modern day Assyrian.
God.
He's the modern day Assyrian.
Right.
You got it, brother.
And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And what's the nature of the Arabs? Ishmael is a wild man. See? And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. You see?
See? That's beautiful, brother. Hey, persecution is on the way, man, and none's gonna hinder you.
Right.
Pursuing the Isaiah.
Right.
Right?
Right.
None's gonna hinder you, man. No one's gonna be there to help you.
Right.
You see? And that's beautiful, bro. Because, hey, a lot's happening right now in the East. And while you fucking Babylonians over here in the West, with your head stuck up your ass.
Buying dollar burgers.
Right, buying dollar burgers, getting juiced up.
Right.
Here it is. The Lord gathering these nations, man. All right, there's a lot of turmoil going on over there. Okay, and this is the buildup. What this is going into is the rumors that you can read about in Jeremiah, right?
That's right.
This is going into the rumors, man. And see, when it comes upon you Babylonians, see, this is the land of milk and honey. So you people are in the mindset where, hey, it can't happen to us. We're good. I got a whole basement full of food and non-perishable.
And others are deceived. and others are deceived. Not America. America ain't gonna get touched. We got the best military. We got the greatest military. What you don't understand is that a month ago, there was an article that said, or probably a month and a half ago, that said this has been the smallest that the United States military has been since I don't know how many decades. I don't want to lie on it, but right now they're the smallest it's ever been. see? So they're lacking military power. They're lacking men. All right? And ultimately, the men that they got are watered down men.
Right.
Why? Because Esau has pushed their philosophies, man. You got a bunch of homo killers in there.
He said they're
Watered down men, bro.
Right, that's a fact.
Because the only real men are the men of the Lord.
Right, brother, you already know.
True men of war.
And Esau probably got woman too.
You know he do.
He about to,
You know he do.
He said that decree. He said that he's
Yeah.
going to draft women and everything.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely.
And you were saying Esau's a joke. That's proof Esau's a joke. You said it
Right.
earlier.
I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I heard an article also that Israeli is drafting a lot of women because they lacking men over there.
Right.
So I know I read an article like that. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it was Israeli. The Israelis.
We can look it up real quick. Shakal, you can try to see if you can find something out before we go into that Ezekiel 38 for the sake of truth. You want to find?
Oh no, Salakia. It wasn't Israeli.
Ukraine?
It was Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Ukraine.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah. You know that.
So you know that Russia's steamrolling them.
You know that.
Russia's steamrolling them.
You know that. You know what I mean? But Bakusha, go back to that Ezekiel 38. Malak, read verse 4 one more time so we can fall into verse 5 in reference to that article that this brother just brought out going into Iran. That's beautiful.
Yo, the Lord is having some great mercy upon us. January what? 13? 13.
Yeah.
Look at, bro, we are 50 degrees out here.
This shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be like this.
You got it, Malak.
Ezekiel 38 and 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Right? Yeah, you got it. You broke that down already. Go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia,
Right,
and
Persia.
Libya.
Hold on now. Persia. Those Iranians, man.
Right.
You see
Right.
that?
Right.
Persia, the first nation on the list. And here it is. They're making some noise, man.
Right.
They're making some noise. They went and got them a vessel.
Right.
They were like, fuck what these niggas are talking about.
And it's not a coincidence that they're real buddy with Russia.
Right, bro. You already know.
I got a piece of information
Absolutely.
on.
Bring it, baby. Let's go, huh?
On this is. Sorry, where'd it go? On the Novas of 1935, Reza Shah officially asked foreign delegates to use the Persian term Iran, the endonym of the country, in formal correspondence.
Beautiful
Yeah, it
edification,
is.
bro, in reference to us speaking the truth.
Right.
We're not lying to you, Jake.
Another witness.
Another witness. Star witness. Beautiful,
Right.
bro.
Right.
See, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI has not sent his name forth to lie to you, Jake.
Right.
We're here to tell you the truth. Nothing but the truth.
That's right.
So help us, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
You see? So there you have it. Persia is Iran. Okay? Giving credence to the words of the Lord, being faithful and true. You got it, brother. Keep going through those nations. Do you have Persia,
Ethiopia,
Libya.
Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
Woo! Yup, go ahead.
Gomer and all his bands.
Roma and all his bands. Turkey. Go ahead.
The house,
Did the airstrike.
Right. I was gonna just say that. Go ahead.
the house of Tagorma
Right.
of the north quarters.
Right, man. So here we go. We got Turkey. All right. In the mix. Like the brother just said, they just what?
They just launched the airstrike.
Give me
man.
a break. And who's a guard unto them? Go ahead, brother.
And all his bands and many people with thee.
Right.
Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
See that? So Russia, Gog and Magog, right? The prince of Tubal. And guess what? They're going to be a guard unto these nations.
God.
Russia has the strongest military program, man.
And the most nuclear missiles.
And the most, bro. So what you're gonna find out is that biblical prophecy is gonna play out. And when it does, Jake, you're gonna be like this nigga on a motorcycle on a wet surface. You see? With his girlfriend on the side. Okay? You're gonna look like a stupid ass nigga. Because ultimately what's gonna happen is your foot's gonna slide in due time, like that nigga's rear tire.
Right.
His rear tire's gonna slide. It's wet out here. You hear the cars going by, you hear the water, you can hear it. You know what I mean? See? It's wet. This nigga's on a motorcycle with his bride, all right, looking at us and revving up his motorcycle, but
Right.
long behold, this nigga may not make it off of Route 3.
Right.
But needless to say, this is what's coming, okay? Missiles, man, war, evil, man. Whether you people believe it or not, man, let's get this real quick. Unless you go to Joshua, I'm gonna grab this real quick while precepts conjure up. And also, if I may, right through the spirit, hey, you gutter rats, man, this information on these nasty niggas
Right.
climbing out of the sewers, man, in New York.
Right. They're going back to their
You
natural.
gotta touch on that little with them.
They're going back to their natural state.
Right,
Back in Europe in the Dark Ages.
right. These niggas are nasty, dog. Yo, as a matter of fact, yo, let's go over there. Let me grab this real quick.
I got a precept for you.
You got it, brother. Bring it out.
Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter.
One woe has passed, and behold, 2 woes coming. Hey, the First World War came and passed. The Second World War came and passed. There's one more coming. Matter of fact, get that in Revelations 11.
Come.
Babakasha. Get that in Revelations 11 through the Spirit. And as a matter of fact, you know, we can build up to it. We can build up to it. Start at verse 8.
Come.
Yeah,
Revelation
we'll build up to it.
11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, what spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Whose dead bodies are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that's twofold. First fold, spiritually. Okay, we've been spiritually dead for a long time now. Okay, and these nations knew who we were and they never told us. See, they didn't allow us to be put in graves. They didn't allow us to have rest with understanding that we are actually the sons and daughters of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And literally, man, because you go into history, all right, evil E and these heathens have been sprawling Jake out all over Babylon, man. Okay? That's why Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, it tells you in Joel, it tells you in, is it Joel? Yeah, it is, I believe it is Joel, that the blood of the land's got to be accounted for, man. Okay? The blood of the land. Now, as a matter of fact, yeah, it is Joel.
Numbers 33.
It's all over the place. No, but it's Joel, the one I'm thinking about.
Oh, you're thinking about the one if you pollute
It's in
the
Joel.
land.
Yep.
Yeah,
Blood
but
shall defile the land.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that one, but that's a fire land as well. But needless to say, the bloodshed of the Israelites has been sprawled out all over this land. You see, so Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, that blood's got to be accounted for.
Since thou did not hate blood, blood shall pursue thee.
Right. Right here, I got you right here. Babakasha, through the spirit and power of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. So, again, here we have Esau. Hold that, brother. Hold what you got. We got the Lord marrying Edom and Egypt.
Right.
But here it is, the Egyptians were Hamites.
Right.
Why is this so? Because like we've been telling you, Jake, this Egypt is talking about America. Okay? Why, Lord? Why are you gonna make Egypt a desolation and Edom a desolate wilderness? For the violence against the children of Judah,
Right.
because they have shed innocent blood in their land, but Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem, where all 12 tribes, and from generation to generation, for I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion, man. And that's the precept I was thinking about, man. The Lord's got to cleanse the blood that has been shed in this land. The blood of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It must be cleansed, man, by your blood, you demons that shed our blood. That's
right.
the law.
And that further proves he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity is about the Edomites.
That's right.
Because
Right.
they rule.
Those that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's a great point.
You gotta love how John the Revelator has stopped in his thoughts and brought that out in Revelation 13.
Right.
He has stopped, right? And he had to make that point.
Right.
He had to stop. He established that point. Okay, like you know what?
It was like before I forget.
Yeah. Like nigga, I ain't weird. Forget about you niggas.
Before I forget.
You know. But brother, if you can say you want, like you got something,
I got
we can jump
something.
back into what we had. I forgot what we were even at.
Revelation 11.
Thank you. We're gonna build into the third wall. Yeah, you got it. Yep.
Oh, the third wall.
We're
Go
gonna
ahead,
build
because
into it. Now we're gonna build into it.
this-
Oh, you want to
this
go when we
goes
get
into
there?
the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
Okay, beautiful. So when we get
Right,
there,
yeah.
beautiful. Well, that's beautiful. That makes perfect sense.
Right.
I do got a precept though, unless you want me to stay in Revelations.
Is it related to what we just precept regarding Judah, the blood?
Yeah, it's related.
Bring it out. Let's go. So we keep the spirit moving. We got nothing but time.
You just
It's
lucky, I
camp.
don't know where to put it.
You know, bring out all the ammo. Dump your clip. You know, dump your clip out. Everything you got.
This is Zechariah chapter 4 verse 7. Who art thou, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel thou shalt become a plain. So that great mountain is Babylon, the same as that great city in Revelation 17.
That's right.
And it's all this you see, all Babylon, it's about to become a plain. A flat land is a plain.
It's gonna get leveled.
That's
gonna get
it.
leveled.
And
Right.
for lack of better words, that's
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna get leveled. Yeah.
That's what that means. You know,
A bunch
gonna
of
get
burnt
leveled.
flat land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the point, but I'll finish it. And he shall bring forth the headstone thereof with shoutings, crying, grace, grace unto it. And so that goes with Egypt shall be a desolation, the destruction of Babylon, a place of captivity for the Israelites. And even in 2nd Ezra 15, it goes into how all the land thereof shall be destroyed,
right. That's all. It's all.
and there'll be a great deliverance.
Right. Right.
There gotta be no inhabitants in this land. It's gonna be uninhabitable. Excuse me.
Right.
Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI has a great sacrifice in Basra, man.
Great sacrifice,
Right? A great sacrifice in Basra, man. He swore by himself that Egypt could be a desolation.
Right.
The Lord swore by himself that this is gonna go down. You see? This raggedy whore has come to her final moments, man. It's time for her to go.
Right. Time to go.
You know?
Time to go. Like you always say, get out the car. Get out the car.
Right.
Going back to that Revelations 11.
Yep, got it right here.
All right.
You can go to 9, bro.
Revelation 11 and 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right. So from roughly 1619, when the southern kingdom decided to be brought over here, so about roughly 1969, 1970, these heathen nations usually were, man. They knew that we were the sons and daughters of Israel, man.
That's right.
You know, you don't think they knew who they were going to get on the northern and western coast of Africa?
Hey, if you,
Okay, come on, man.
if you go look up who Christopher the Nasty Columbus was rolling with, he was rolling with an interpreter that knew Aramaic and Hebrew.
Yep. That's
Why?
right.
Because he knew who he was coming to see.
Right. Another valid point. And that's how we know who we are.
Right.
You see?
And that's pursuing also 2nd Ezra chapter 10, where is it chapter 10 or 13?
It might be 13.
It's 13.
Where 13, right?
Yes,
Where the 10 tribes
Yep, 13.
had a
Absolutely.
council after the Assyrian captivity and went to a land that no one has dwelt.
Right.
Hey, when you look at it,
Yep.
right, Europe, Africa, and Asia was being already inhabited. Right? They call that the ancient world.
That's the old world, right?
Right.
That's the
When
old
they
world.
came over here and supposedly discovered Americas, they called it the New World, right? Where no man had dwelt,
That's
but who
it.
was dwelling here?
Yep.
The northern tribes,
We had big hands.
right?
And
And
you,
what you find here? The indigenous people,
That's a well-known fact.
right?
Puerto Rico had a bunch of ancient Hebrew stones.
Right, 800 stones in the cave. Huh.
Why? Because we were in Central, Southern,
Right.
and Northern America.
And in that Back Creek stone
Yeah,
that was found in Cleveland, Ohio, in the cave,
Right.
that was the tablet of the 10 Commandments,
Right. You have the
written in clay.
I gotta throw one out there too. You got the Decalogue stone in
Right.
Mexico.
Right,
Right.
right.
And the beloved brother, elder, Manatazak, he actually went out there with the other elder and they visited that stone. It was hard to find, they said.
Right.
But needless to say, brother, you got it. See, we got three witnesses. Khan, we'll get that, and then after that, we got it. Yeah, Khan, you got it, brother. A storm's definitely coming.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11, actually verse 10, Slakia. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice.
I'm sorry.
10? You want me
Okay,
to
done.
read 9 again?
Yeah, I just-
Sorry. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, and those gifts for us, man. About the course that goes through varies with the captivity we had to suffer. When Esau came over here, man, back in the late 1400s, or early 1500s, remember, you gotta understand, he visited the northern kingdom first.
Right.
This is what a lot of people forget.
Right.
The northern kingdom, he descended upon the northern kingdom first.
Right.
He was taking the northern kingdom off of this land and shipping them across the Atlantic to Europe.
It's like the
You
elders
see?
say.
So fulfilling Deuteronomy 28 and 68 for the northern and southern kingdom. You see? Fulfilling that Deuteronomy 28 and 68 was
Right.
fulfilled northern kingdom and southern kingdom,
Right.
bro.
But you know, the elders had said, because there was a controversy between the so-called black man and the so-called Hispanic man, where there's a group of so-called Negroes, which are Judites, saying that only all the 12 tribes are all Negroes.
Right, that's cool.
But even the elder was like, man, listen, man, the Hispanic tribes and the Gadites had a 100-year start.
Correct.
You know what I mean? 1492.
Makes sense.
You know?
Make it make
Matter
sense.
of fact, to be exact, because it was 1619 where Judah got picked up.
Right.
To be exact, 127
over
years.
100 years.
127 years. To be
But-
exact.
Right, and just to establish that point, we got those gifts. So here it is, northern kingdom was being shifted around.
Can I
And
make-
then-
can I
and then-
make-
and then you got, I'm sorry, I just want to say the transatlantic, the
Right.
transatlantic
Right.
slave trade. This is something that is right there. The southern kingdom captivity, as far as them being moved around and sold as gifts, that's
Right.
more out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just to make that point, you got to go.
I just want to say that 127 years, man, when you look back at the history of the northern tribes, they had not one righteous king, man,
Right.
not one righteous ruler. You know, so it was only right that the Lord visited them first and put them through hell first, even though Judah caught the most hell
That's it.
up to this day. But the northern tribes had a 127-year head start.
That's right. I got a quick precept just to back what we just had. The book of Joel, I'm not sure if you had that. No?
No, I was thinking about it though.
Okay, no doubt. Amen. Come on. Hey, Joel 3, real quick, just to prove that we were those gifts. Right? Joel 3, the book of Joel chapter 3, right? And I'll start at verse 3, right? And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink. And again, it doesn't take a deep, drawn out research to come to the conclusion, all right, that Jake, all right, Esau loved little boys.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
back in the time of Rome, they had little boy escorts. They would tell me about it, right? And they did the same thing to Jake.
Right.
Right, and they were selling the little girls for alcohol and shit, for resources.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Check this out. Yeah, what have you to do with Neo, Tyre, and Zidon, right, those Hamites, and all the coast of Palestine? Look at the Palestinians, nigga, you are not innocent.
Right.
That's why the Lord is visiting you now.
Right.
Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return, Salakia, will I return your recompense upon your own head, man? So recompense is coming for what you niggas have done, okay? And that, it tells you in Jeremiah 30 and 16.
Right.
All the what?
All thine adversaries, everyone shall
Every
go into
single one
captivity.
of you niggas are going into captivity, man. Whether you believe it or not, regardless of what niggas are telling you that were once in the faith and now went back to Christianity,
Right,
talking about everybody in these days.
And
Nigga,
everyone
you're
had
going
their
into
hand. Everyone had their hand in our oppression.
Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah, I do. And I also wanted to say, Yahawashi says he's going to rule all nations with the rod of iron.
Right, with us being joint heirs and we're part of that precious number. That's the same thing that was given to him from his father in Isaiah. It tells you in that Revelations 2.
Right, all the heathen
that
nations.
you're right. He tells you what? I will give you, you should rule over the nation with a rod of iron, man, like I received from my father.
That's right.
You see? So that's the thing. We're gonna be joint heirs
That-
with
that-
Yahawashai, man.
and that's
And Lord willing, we're probably that person number.
that's also showing the power structure. Yahawah, Yahawashai, and the children.
But don't bow to Yahawashai.
Right.
Don't bow to him, man.
Right.
Don't show him reverence, though, right?
Right.
These crazy ass niggas.
Right. Skips. That's like skip and ring. You know what I mean? Skip and ring.
Right. That's
That means you're not doing nothing in decency and order.
Right,
Them a skip and ring.
Right, skip to my loo niggas.
Right.
Them a skip to my loo
Here
niggas.
it is. You go to the captain. Captain says no. And you're like, I'm just gonna go to the general.
Oh, man.
Fuck the captain.
Right.
General's gonna be like, what did the captain say?
Right.
So what the hell you coming to me for?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's your ass right there.
Right.
You're out of order.
Court-martial.
You're out of order. Yeah.
Court-martial.
Continue, Malak. So we can get this on a piece of this, Father God.
Come. And after 3 days and a
Where'd you
half, Revelation 11 and 11.
Yup.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahawah entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
So after that 350-year period, right? From 1619 to 1969, 1970, Abba Bivens came on the scene, a beloved elder apostle Abba Bivens, and what happened? He started bringing forth the volume of the book through the Holy Spirit. And a lot of things started to happen at that time. In 1969, this nigga Esau proclaimed that he went to the moon. What?
Right, bro.
This nigga proclaimed that he went to the moon. Yo, a lot happened in 1969, man. Hey, and the Holy Spirit came through. And then things started happening. The ball started getting rolling.
Right.
You know? And now here we are today, 07, 2007, 2008, 2009, there was a great awakening. And then those beloved elders continue to push. And here we are, 2024.
Right.
So many more brothers done woke up.
That's right.
And the council of the Lord doing this work, because the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
That's right.
We're all being quickened and
Right.
brought to life in our own established time.
Absolutely.
But we here, we here. We here.
I gotta get this precept, dog. Brother
What you got,
Kushar.
brother?
Sorry. Malachi, Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming and great and dreadful day of Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi.
And we believe wholeheartedly that that's Abba Bivens, man. Why?
Through the faith.
Through the faith and through the fruits. Like you said.
Right.
He brought forth the works
Right.
that testify, okay, that he is Elijah the prophet.
Right.
This is, I mean, you either see it or you don't.
Through prophecy, man.
Through prophecy, and that's what we stand on. See, because why? Because that's the testimony of Yahawashi pursuing in Revelation 19 and 10.
That's right.
That's the stead that the men of the Lord are going to be coming in, the spirit of prophecy,
That's right.
man.
That's right.
If you're part of that council, then the Lord's going to give you that spiritual eyesight to have that prophetic mindset. You're going to see it,
That's right.
you know? But it's all through the spirit. You got to have that spirit in you. You got to, you know?
So Elijah will be on the earth through reincarnation
At
before
one
them
point.
before them ICBMs hit.
So why? Continue reading that now. It tells you. It tells you right now why.
Malachi
You got that, man.
chapter 4, verse 6.
Right.
And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers,
There it is.
lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
See the chronological order? We had to be brought forth to the understanding
Right.
before the Lord would destroy this place, man.
Right.
You see? Elijah the prophet, which was Abba Bivens, brought forth the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the spirit and the power of Yahawah Yahawashi, man. And this gospel that was preached, okay, was established by the beloved elder, which was given to him by the Lord.
Right.
Okay, we've been brought back to the understanding of Yahawashi and why he came and why he died. We were being fed lies for a long time.
Right.
We thought we were nobodies, bro.
Right.
Esau painted an image of the Messiah that looked just like him.
Right.
So we're looking in the mirror like, okay, so who are we? And then this nigga has a pseudoscience established, like we brought up earlier, and that further puts Jake in a destitute mindset, like to hate yourself.
Right.
You know, I'm nothing, I'm black, the white's better. All
Right.
this crazy shit. But here it is, you got the melanin on you, and the sun feeds you power. When we're in the sun, we get fed power.
Best at everything.
Best at everything. The sun's killing. Here it is. The sun's killing Esau.
Right.
But here it is. Jacob being fed the light. You getting brought up.
Right. Right.
Man, you photosynthesizing the sun.
Right. Right.
Then you got the melanin.
Right.
You know, so and melanin worth more than gold and weight.
Right.
If I may add, melanin is worth more than gold.
And to give credence
See?
to these
And that's
times
what we got.
where the Lord quickened us, this wisdom is better than rubies and gold. The wisdom that we
Yup.
possess.
That's right, my lot.
You know?
That's right. Which is none of this world.
Right.
Back in Revelations 11, in verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
And that's that second Exodus that we commonly talk about. The brother mentioned it earlier, man.
Right.
See,
Right.
those are those that get caught up in the tractor beam of the chariot, man. And their feet come off the ground, man.
Right.
They're gonna lose a shoe.
Right.
They're gonna get pulled into a
Right.
they're gonna get pulled into the chariot, man. That's
Right.
salvation. They're gonna be hidden in those chambers,
What the
pursuing the Isaiah 26 until the indignation overpass, man.
What the people call UFOs.
Yup.
You know?
Yup. What the people call UFOs. What you people call UFOs out there, that's what's gonna deliver the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, man.
Right.
It's gonna blow you people's minds.
Right.
And you're gonna see it too. It tells you that.
Right.
You got it.
Yeah, they shall see the strangeness of their salvation.
Oh,
right.
in the chapter.
And their enemies beheld them.
And their enemies beheld them. When you get that word beheld, it means to see. You got it, brother. Continue on.
And the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell.
Right.
And in the earthquake there were slain of men 7,000.
Right.
And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven.
And in the same hour, there was a great earthquake because of those missiles we've been talking about all day.
And 7 goes into completion.
Right. And before we even go there, it tells you that 10 parts of the city fell,
Perfection.
which is going into perfection, and it's going into the zero to
FEMA
9
zone.
of the zip code of America. That goes
Right.
from 0 to 9.
10
And then, like
FEMA
the
zones.
brother just said, you got 10 FEMA zones, bro. You see, this is talking about America, that daughter of Babylon, man.
Right.
You see? Continue on, brother. 7,000 men are going to be cut off. That goes, like the brother said, that goes into completion.
Right.
A complete number of people.
Right.
Which is everybody on Babylon, the great soil, besides the elect.
Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past,
Here's the point.
and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
The second world is past and the third world coming quickly, man. The second world's war passed and the third world's war is coming, man.
Right.
And it's manifesting right in before you people's eyes. All right, while you suck on a cold coffee and eat yourself a nasty hot dog.
Right.
All right, this is manifesting.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, starting at verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. So this is both nations, both kingdoms. Salakia. Go on.
You got a storm coming out here in Aqua. But you right at the tail end of the epistle. So why do YAHAWASHI, for allowing us to be out here?
Starting again, this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's Yahweh's judgment.
Yeah, which is in the Middle East.
Right.
Which is where everything's formulating.
And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Now, going down to
That's who YAHAWASHI is fighting for, man.
Right.
His people. Come on, man.
Going down to verse 9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of them draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. And that's what's going on. Right? They all have invested into these nuclear weaponry, right? And your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. And it is evident that Iran don't give a shit about you, United States. They're over here making moves, man. The Houthis, which is just a little militia, ain't scared of the United States anymore. They're making moves. All right, you gotta tune in so you can see how United States is falling right before your eyes. Let the heathen, Salakia, Assemble yourselves. There it is again.
That assembly.
Assemble yourselves.
Woo! The gathering of people for one cause,
Right.
one purpose.
And come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
Woo!
Thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Oh, not good. That's fight.
God. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Woo!
And that's how you see it. We brought out 2 articles, man, that's playing out over there in the middle, so-called Middle East.
Right.
You see? The Red Sea.
Right. West
That's
Asia.
another prophecy right there, where
Right.
it all will happen. In that location, man. There's no coincidences, man. And guess what? Let the weak say I'm strong. And how is the hammer of the earth cut asunder? Why? Because your power structure is falling right before your eyes. And everyone that you was at peace with is going to deceive you, man. That's why all these nations are gathering together to destroy Babylon the Great. And all you people that can't see it, the only thing that's going to wake you up is that missile coming. We're out here sounding the trumpet and you don't want to wake up. But when that war alarm sounds off, you're going to want to wake up. And guess what? The Lord is going to laugh at your calamity. Why? Because you kept rejecting the word. You kept rejecting the truth. So now the Lord is going to reject you and your little ones through hunger, pestilence, and ultimately the sword. So understand what's coming, and we're not going to feel sorry for you. Because while we were out here as a living sacrifice, you were playing patty cake with Esau having fun. Right? So, with that, we hope you were edified. And we're going to give all honor and glory to Yahawah,
BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM,